Okay, you're seeing the slide, right? Can you still hear me? Okay, good, thank you. All right, CTE, for one thing, that means Career Tech Education. And of course, that's what we do here at TCTC. This is a career technical school. And our number one priority here is to get you ready to get employed, to enlist, or to be enrolled in college. 93% of our students graduate from high school, compared to just 80% of a regular standardized high school. 91% of our students feel prepared, that they're ready for their future career, compared to only 44% of non-CTE students. And lastly, 90% of our students, they have the ability to learn real world skills. And that's what we're talking about, especially in this program when you're talking about landscaping. If you want to learn landscaping, this is where you want to go. Okay?
Okay.
Stuff that we that we do is, you know, with learning and developing skills. So we do the designing of landscapes, we install them, we learn about maintaining existing landscapes in commercial and residential settings. You're going to learn to operate and maintain professional landscape equipment. We got a large variety of professional equipment out here, anything from a bobcat to zero-turn mowers, to bed edgers, aerators, split seeders, the whole bit. And so you get hands-on with all of that stuff and actually able to use it on a job. We learn techniques that establish care and production of turf grass. So that's another side of it, is we get into the maintenance, and then you also learn a lot of turf grass. And Mr. Bennett is going to tell you a little bit more about the education.
All right, one thing that if you did plan on going on to college, we have a matriculation agreement with Kent State, that if you complete this course, you'll get up to 7 credit hours if you go there for a degree in some type of applied science and horticultural technology, urban forestry, things like that. So that's something to think about if you do have maybe college on your mind. But mainly what it does here at landscaping is to prepare you for immediate employment and further education. And when you get out of here, you're going to be ready to work on a crew somewhere. You're going to have your OSHA certification. You're going to have other certificates that landscapers and people that work in the business are looking for. You're going to be ready to roll. So, you want to improve your chances of coming TCTC, I'm going to tell you a couple things you need to do. Number one, make sure you go to school. Like any work environment, we want you to come here every day. You don't want to get a job and show up whenever you feel like it. So we value your attendance. So make sure that you are someone that we want to come to TCTC. You know, that's the great thing about working here. We don't have to take anybody. We can pick people that we want, that we think are going to be successful. And if you want to be one of those people, go to school, okay? Make sure you don't have you're not deficient in 2 credits. In other words, if you've already flunked math and history 1 year and you're deficient in your credits, I mean, you can apply, but your chances of getting in are pretty small, okay? So pay attention to your grades this year, okay? You still with us?
Yes.
All right, any questions so far?
No.
Are we boring you?
No.
Awesome, thank you. Okay, let's go to, oh, this is me again. Okay, this is a career tree. Yeah, I know it's a tree. That's what you're gonna learn about in landscaping. That's a tree, okay? We're gonna start with the bottom. This is like your career here at TCTC, all right? The roots of the tree: academics, experience, professional skills, and passion. That's what you're gonna learn here. Mr. Sterling is very passionate about landscaping. He does it for a living. It's not something he does on the side. It has provided for his family his entire life, and he's really old. So he must do well at it, right? Well, this tree shows different levels that you can get into landscaping. We have entry level here where you're looking at like working at a golf course, working as a landscape maintenance technician in a greenhouse, at a park, garden center, ground crew, retail sales, all of those things are available to you right out of high school, okay? Those don't need any further education other than just coming here to TCTC and getting the basic skills down. If you want to further your career, you can go into an apprenticeship or get an associate's degree or advanced certification and experience will lead you into things like landscape contractor, arborist, equipment operator, you know, moving that heavy equipment, moving dirt, garden center manager, golf course superintendent, greenhouse crew, hardscape installation. That's hardscape means we're talking about brickwork, man. There's a lot of money in that, right? A lot of need for those people. And then finally, you can go on to college, and this is where the big money is: golf course superintendent, sports turf manager, plant pathologist, soil scientist, to name a few. Those are for the guys that are really ambitious and think they can handle the curriculum of a college, okay? But it's all here. The beginning is right here in the roots of landscaping. We're going to teach you these 4 skills: passion, professional skills, academics, and experience. The rest is up to you, where you want your tree to grow to, okay?
Perfect. And then another thing mentioning on that, Andrew, is the fact that right now, Kent Salem, if you are interested in college, continuing on in horticulture, they actually offer the first year of tuition is covered. So you have no tuition your first year if you go into horticulture. And it's only for the horticulture students. They were gifted a large sum of money, and the ones that were gifting the money said that was their passion. That's what they want the money to be used for. So yeah, I got several of the students that really want to look into that and take advantage of that. Just some of the more numbers here. Looking at this, 91% of the career tech education students are better prepared for their future growth. 89% of the CTE students are satisfied with their ability to learn real world skills in school. And that's what we do here. We're very hands-on. We have our class time, you know, obviously there's the textbook part of it, but then we apply that out in the field in lab to what we're learning. This sort of reiterates what Mr. Bindis had already gone over in the landscape and design technology in this program. Again, just, you know, we're doing the designing. That's one of the biggest parts here is learning the difference. There's 7 different steps of the designing, and then getting into the installing, maintaining, and landscapes in commercial and residential settings. Like I said, we have all the equipment out here that we need. We actually have more equipment coming in the spring. We're heavy into the landscape end of it here. So this is what we do. So you're going to be learning techniques for the establishment, care, and production of turf grass as well. Just some pictures here of what we have here. If you're not familiar with what we have down here, this is a picture of our greenhouse. This is a job that we recently did just before we all went down doing everything virtual. This is an area that we needed to create bins, large concrete barrier bins for different mulches and gravels. So we excavated this area out. You can see the Bobcat back there. We excavated out with the Bobcat, and then we hauled in the base materials, tamped and screeded those to a final grade. That's what the guys are doing right here. This is backfilling it, you know, before we got to tamp and screed it to a final grade. Then we had Padalones come in and pour the asphalt. And then Sidley's brought us our block, and we got those put right in place just like how we needed it. So there's a picture of the finished product that we got done here, including that. If you see that Quonset hut, it's like a greenhouse in the background. We had that shortened up about 12 feet too to make this project happen. This is another project we're currently working on, is excavating right outside our back garage door. This is all going to be paved stone material right here. You can see the orange line there marks that out as into what the finished product is going to look like. This is still in process of working. So it's filled with the base material. This is a completed project here. This is on outside one of the other program doors. We installed pavers along this driveway, so the delivery people can get in and out without tripping on over anything walking through the grass. So that was a nice project that they did. This is getting into the maintenance. This is a couple of the students doing some trimming on a tree. We do maintain the grounds right around here. We do a lot of the mowing, leaf cleanup, trimming of the ornamental trees and shrubs. So, we really get in there and make things happen around the building. And it's a great learning experience because, again, you're doing it hands-on. It's building your skills. So when you graduate from the landscape and design technology program, you actually have gained skills that you're making yourself a great candidate going into a landscape business or other types of businesses as well, if that's not the avenue you want to take. Maintaining our equipment is just part of it. We clean everything. Each time we use it, we maintain everything that we need and keep it looking good, keeping it maintained for, the longevity of the equipment that we have. It's another mower. This is Maxie. Actually, this is one of his favorite mowers. Some of our equipment, we have a tool crib that we just keep our blowers, whips, chainsaws, hedge trimmers, hand blowers as well. Just all right here in one place for smaller tools here. Every time we get new equipment, this is a day that we happen to get a couple new weed whips and a wheel blower. This is just a demonstration that we're doing on the new equipment, just so everyone knows how to safely run it. This is a bed edger we just purchased this past fall. This is the back of our garage. This is just one of our garages. We have another one over here. If you look, it would be to the left over by that Bobcat for other equipment. And this is our classroom. This is right now where Mr. Bendis and Mrs. Howard, this is where we're sitting right now.
I've been in there.
Okay. It probably looks a bit different from the last time you would have been in here.
Yeah, I remember going into the greenhouse.
Okay, yeah, that's through the door right there in the back. Yep. This is a few of the junior class right here, just for a group shot. So I just wanted to show you, some of the things that we're just doing this year. As Mr. Bendis had gone through with some of the career opportunities, he listed those on the career tree. Those just, duplicated here, but there are a lot of different areas that you can get, getting your feet wet in a program like this. It gives you the opportunity to see what area that you want to go into, whether it's going to be something with more tree care, more greenhouse, golf course. There's so many different avenues you can take it, and depending upon where your passions are, what you choose to do. There's different people that are here that can guide you to go in whatever way you'd like to go. Any questions on any of that?
No.
Okay. This is just, different certifications you can earn. Like at the bottom one there, OSHA, that's a 10-hour safety course. This makes you a great candidate for any job that you're going out there, to let them know that you're already certified in OSHA. That means a lot to an employer. There's different certifications that we go after throughout the year with the ONLA, that's the Ohio Nursery and Landscape Association. You can get certified in a green center, garden center technician, as well as a landscape technician. All of those are just another feather in your back pocket to make you a good candidate and giving you a well-rounded education on whatever area that you're looking to move into. Here at the TCTC, here in the ag wing, the agricultural wing, we are all a part of FFA. And what this is it's a program that gets everyone involved in understanding the agricultural field. That picture right there is this year's officers. As a junior, by the end of your junior year, if it's something you're wanting to pursue to be an officer, that would be for your senior year. So you get nominated by seniors, but you let them know that you are interested in that. Very rewarding organization to be a part of. Here's a couple student testimonials. What students are saying, as they're graduating is, Celinda says, you should consider coming to TCTC because it's a great opportunity to further your education and get a head start in your career before anyone else in your regular high school. You're getting a jump start by picking a trade and moving forward with it. Starting in from a junior, it's actually a program that I went through many of years ago before the TCTC was even there. But I did go through the landscape program, moved on and went on to college. After I finished with college, I worked for 7 years doing sales and design for another company up by Cleveland. And then I started in 1997, started off on my own company. But another one here, Jacob Miller, he says, I am more than prepared for a college-like environment. At TCTC, you are taught to manage your time appropriately for later in your career. So these are actual, students that have graduated, and you can see what they have to say.
All right, so our basically the way to get in here, the way to get into TCTC right now is to go to tctchome.com, and there's a link there. It says apply. We started accepting students in the beginning of December. You have until January 15th to apply. There's many programs here. You can apply to up to 3 programs, and I hope landscape is one of them. But the sooner you get in, the better your chances of landing a part in here, because some of the programs fill up pretty quickly. So I'm asking you, if you are interested even slightly, you can sign up today. It's not an obligation. You don't have to attend here. You can turn it down when they come to you and they say, hey, sir, would you still interested in going to TCTC? You can say no. But if you say yes, you'll still have your name on the list and you'll get priority. Okay?
Okay.
This slide just says thanks. And if you have any questions, there's Mr. Sterling is Dan Sterling at tctchome.com, and there's his phone number. And mine is frank.bindis at tctchome.com. Okay, those are our phone numbers. If you want to get hold of us, that's how you do it. And we're going to try to go back into the all right, now Mr. Sterling is just going to give you a little brief tour of the lab in the back where he stores his equipment, and I'll be the cameraman. And can you see us okay?
As you mentioned, the greenhouse back here, just walking out of the classroom environment. This, greenhouse down in here. There's 3 different sections to it. Very dark now. No lights are on it yet. But 3 different sections. The 3rd section we're using down there, we're going to create a home and garden show where we're going to design it out and then do the install of it. So we're going to have everything from the water features to retaining walls, everything, trying to incorporate a little bit of everything. So it gives you a feel for what you're working with, what you're using every day in lab. We got our gator to get around, our different mowers. I know we're running short on time, so just take a quick spin through here.
Zero turns, what everybody wants to drive is this thing.
Yeah, so that gives you a quick little tour there.